And just know that any notes that have, like D sharp and E flat, they count as the same pitch. All right? So there's a little trick here to filling out this, this matrix. And the first one is going across this way, all the way down. These are all going to be F sharp. So just keep that in mind. All right, so now we know our prime, and we also know our retrograde, right? Because our retrograde is just G, A sharp, B, G sharp, C sharp, A, C, D sharp, E, D, F, F sharp. So the order would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, if I do it with the book, it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right? So they would be in this order as opposed to this order. Now, the thing that we really have to find is the inversion. So, and this is the trickiest part of it. So all we're going to do is find, we start at F sharp, and we go to F. Okay? So from F sharp to F is a half step, right? A half step down. So now we have to go a half step up. So a half step up from F sharp is G. So that's our first one. All right? And then F sharp to D is going to be going down 3 half steps. F sharp, so we have to go up 3 half steps. Right? So that's going to be it's 4 half steps. So F sharp to F, F to E, E to E flat to D. So this is 4 half steps. So we've got to go up 4 half steps. So we're going to go F sharp to G, G sharp to A to A sharp. Just like that. Okay? We keep going. So F sharp to E, our next one. So that's going to be going down a whole step. So now we need to go up a whole step from F sharp. So that's just going to be G sharp. Like that. And then our next one, D sharp. So F sharp to D sharp. So the opposite of that is going to be exactly A. Right? And then F sharp to C. So you just need to go in the exact opposite direction. So F sharp to C, and then we have the exact right here, because that's a tritone, right? F sharp to C, tritone. So we need to go down a tritone, also going to be F sharp to C. So those are already mirrors of each other, right? I mean, the other way you can think about this is going in the opposite direction, right? So F to F, F sharp to F natural is a major 7th, right? So this is a major 7th. So we need to think about the opposite of a major 7. So remember our little list of let's see, minor 2nd, major 2nd, minor 3rd, major 3rd, P4, tritone, P5, minor 6th, major 6th, minor 7, major 7. So these are all inversions of each other, right? So minor 2nd, major 7, major 7, major 2nd, minor 7, minor 3rd, major 6, major 3rd, minor 6, perfect 4th, perfect 5th. So these are all each other's inversions, right? So in this case, F sharp to C is a tritone. So then we go F sharp to C, another tritone. F sharp to A is a minor 3rd. right? So we need to think the opposite, and we need to find the major sixth. So F sharp to what is a major sixth? Exactly. D sharp. Okay? So that's another way of thinking of it. So you can either just count straight half steps and go in the opposite direction, or you can think in terms of intervals and doing the inversions of intervals. Right, so let's finish filling this guy out. F sharp to, let's see, where are we? D sharp. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 7, right? So F sharp to C sharp, that's a perfect fifth up. So we need to go a perfect fourth down. Does that make sense? So we're going to go down to, or we're just going to go the opposite, right? So we've got to go up a perfect fourth instead of a perfect fifth. So that's going to be B. Or you can just go in the opposite direction and you can think a perfect fifth below F, and that's going to be B. All right? So F sharp to G sharp, that's a major second. So our exact opposite of a major second is going up a minor seventh. So think about what F sharp to, yep, E. All right? And then F sharp to B, again, we run into this. So this is a perfect fourth. So now we need to go up a perfect fifth, which is going to be C sharp. And then F sharp to A sharp, that's going to be a, yep, major third. Right? So the opposite of a major third is a minor sixth. So exactly, you go to D. And then finally, last but not least, F sharp to G is we go up a major seventh, or major second, sorry, or minor second, sorry. And then, so now we have to go up a major seventh, which is going to be F natural. So now we've got our first inversion row. And now we have to label all of these with an actual, with the prime row. And we're going to do this in order of the F sharp. Okay, so this is P0. So we're basically going to move up chromatically on the scale in half steps and then assign that. So we start with 0. This is F sharp. This is our prime. So a half step up from F sharp is G. So we're going to call this one P1. Now we have to find G sharp or A flat. So here's our next step chromatically, the G sharp. So we're going to call this guy P2. Notice we're skipping over this A sharp. Now, if we go up chromatically, the next note is going to be A. So this is going to be P3. Next note, A sharp, P4. And we need to find B. Here's B. That's going to be P5. Now, C natural, P6, or B sharp, whatever. And then C sharp, P7. D natural, P8. D sharp, P9, E, P10, and then finally F is going to be P11, right? So that's all you have to do to label this one. So these are now going to be the start of all of our transpositions, okay? So now to fill in the rest of this matrix, we're going to find the next row, and we're just going to move. So you can see here we move up one half step, and to find this transposition, all we're doing is transposing this prime row up 1/2 step. All right, so F sharp goes to G, F natural goes to F sharp, D goes to D sharp or E flat, doesn't matter. All right, E is going to go to F, D sharp goes to E, just like this. All right, C is going to go to C sharp, A sharp, C sharp is going to move to D, G sharp is going to move to A, B is going to move to C natural, A sharp is going to move to B, and G is going to move to G sharp. And I do recommend when you come up with a prime row, either stick with all sharps or all flats for your accidentals, because it makes it a lot easier to move these up. Less confusing. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to find P2 down here. Here's G sharp. So from here, we're going to move, since we're moving up, we're transposing up a whole step, right? Or you can think about transposing up a 1/2 step from P1. We're going to look at this row, P1, and we're going to move everything up a 1/2 step again. So we go from G to G sharp, F sharp to G, D sharp to E, F to F sharp. See how that works out? All right. E is going to move to F natural, C sharp is going to move to D, A sharp is going to move to B, D is going to move to D sharp, A moves to A sharp, C to C sharp, B to C natural, and then G sharp to A. So this is our transposed line for up a whole step, right? 2 1/2 steps. Then we look at 3. Now we go up one more. So G to G sharp, E goes to F, F sharp goes to G, F natural goes to F sharp. Works out so well. D moves to D sharp, B to C, D sharp, E, A sharp, B, C sharp, D, C natural, C sharp, and then A is going to move to A sharp. All right, and we find prime row number 4. So from here, this is where it can get a little confusing because they're all mixed up. We're going to move everything up again, another 1/2 step. So A goes to A sharp, G sharp from P3 right here is going to move to A, F natural is going to move to F sharp. See how that works? All right, G moves to G sharp, F sharp to G, D sharp to E, C natural to C sharp, E to F, B to C, D to D sharp, C sharp to D, and then A sharp to B. And we find number 5. All right, so now based on 4, everything's going to move up 1/2 step again. All right, so again we have A sharp to B, A to A sharp, F sharp to G, G sharp to A, G to G sharp, E to F, C sharp to D, F to F sharp, C to C sharp, D sharp to E, D to D sharp, and then finally B to C. Then we find 6. So we go from B to C, A sharp, B, G, G sharp, A sharp, G sharp to A, F to F sharp, D to D sharp, F sharp to G, C sharp to D, E to F, D sharp to E, and then C to C sharp. Okay?